Is Off the Script the #1 fucking source for everything WWE right here on YouTube.com. As I see it, yes. Is Off the Script the #1 fucking podcast in your subscription boxes right here on YouTube.com. I can't fucking read it, man. What does it say? I think it's stuck. I think Dave Meltzer fucking sold me a, I think Dave Meltzer sold me a fucking defective Magic 8-ball. What does this say? You may rely on it. There you go. There you go, man. Even the Magic 8-ball knows what the fucking deal is, bro. And like I say each and every fucking week, is WrestleMania fucking weekend, man. Off the Script, the #1 fucking podcast on YouTube.com when it comes to WWE, man. What a fucking show we have for you today, minus this little hiccup. Fucking Dave Meltzer selling me a defective Magic 8-ball, bro. What's going on, bro? Seriously, this is how you report WWE news and rumors? We'll be using this motherfucker, man. I got it. Off the Script is going to get a lot more crazier in 2016, man. Now we got the fucking Magic 8-ball to give us predictions on WWE, WrestleMania, NXT. We'll have fun with that, but thank you guys so much for joining me, man. Been a crazy week. I was an uploading machine yesterday. Make sure you guys check out everything, man. I'll have all annotations in the video. Make sure you check that out. Make sure you check the descriptions for links and whatever else you guys need, man. We're going to run through a Wrestle Crate unboxing today to start the podcast off. We're going to run through WrestleMania 32 and NXT TakeOver Dallas preview and predictions, man. It's going to be fucking unbelievable. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for all the support, man. We had an amazing day subscriber-wise yesterday. Let's keep that rolling up until WrestleMania 32, all right? Now, let's get on with the Wrestle Crate unboxing, man. This is fucking beast. I have not looked in here yet. But we're going to open it. WrestleCrate.com. You guys know the deal. WrestleCrate.com. On Twitter at WrestleCrates. They work out of the United Kingdom as well. The #1 original box delivered to your front door for wrestling goodies, man. This is fucking beast. Thank you, as always, to Edward Allen for Wrestle Crate. WrestleCrate.com. On Twitter at WrestleCrates. If you guys want your own crate, man, you can get the regular crate or the ultimate crate, and you can get an instant 10% off your first purchase using my code JDsentme at checkout, all right? How did we open this thing, man? It's already opened. Let's see what we got in here. And I got a shirt, and it looks like we got a fucking action figure as well, and a DVD. Holy shit. This might be a fucking beast crate. It always is a beast crate. Oh my God, man. Look at that. Ric Flair as Shawn Michaels. I'm sorry. I love you. Right before Shawn Michaels delivers the super kick that retires Ric Flair, man. That is fucking beast. Look at that. That is fucking awesome, man. You only get this shit inside Wrestle Crate, man. And all the shirts are from Barbershop Window or Pro Wrestling Tees.com, man. That is fucking great. Did he send me a large? I can't tell. Yes, it is. Good shit, man. You're on a streak. Hot streak for Ed Allen, bro. 3 months in a row, he sends me a large, man. He's got it right. That is fucking beast. What is this? Ring of Honor. The Nightmare Begins. Look at this shit. DVD, if you can see without the glare. There you go. The Nightmare Begins right there. What's on this one? Texas Deathmatch. Final encounter. Charlie Haas versus Jay Briscoe. Ring of Honor World Title match. Kevin Steen, a.k.a. Kevin Owens versus Eddie Edwards. Jay Lethal versus Michael Elgin. Jay and Mark Briscoe versus Totally Awesome. And then you got Roderick Strong versus BJ Whitmer, Kyle O'Reilly, and Adam Cole. Fatal 4-way match. Davey Richards versus Mike Mondo. Look at that, man. Let me know. If anybody's seen this DVD or if anybody's seen this event, let me know how it is, man. I'll pop it in my DVD player. Look at this, man. Oh, my God. A lot of you guys say I laugh like this guy. So I actually seen this in Toys R Us today when I bought the Magic 8 Ball. Psycho Sid, WWE Elite action figure, man. It even includes his fucking vest. Unbelievable. Flashback collection. Look at that. And then on the back, you got everybody in this series. You got Sting. You got Dolph Ziggler. Damien Sandow, the Godfather, and the one and only British Bulldog. And it gives you his stats on the back. He was 6'9", 317 pounds. His signature move, obviously, was the Powerbomb. West Memphis, Arkansas. And his ring attire is actually the WrestleMania 13 ring attire. Unbelievable, man. That is fucking awesome. We got Psycho Sid. What else do we got here? Look at it. Oh, my gosh. Look at this. This is fucking beast, and it's substantial, too, man, if I could fucking get it open. Look at that, man. A Steve Weiser fucking bottle opener, man. This thing is fucking heavy, too, bro. Holy shit. That is fucking beast. That's fucking awesome, man. Only in Wrestle Crate. That is awesome, man. That is fucking awesome. Look at this. Look at this. Going back to what we talked about. Going back to what we talked about, man. Only in Wrestle Crate will you guys get autographed fucking photos and pictures if the glare from my fucking lamp doesn't stop. That is Kenny Omega, by the way. Kenny Omega. Autographed fucking photo. Unbelievable, man. This is a beast fucking crate. And that was it, man. WrestleCrate.com. On Twitter, at WrestleCrates. You guys know the deal. Unboxings every month right here on Off the Script. This is my favorite thing in the entire fucking box, man. I'm going to open... We got NXT TakeOver tonight, man. I'm going to open several Guinness with this tonight. Unfucking believable, man. WrestleCrate.com on Twitter, at WrestleCrates. Make sure you go over there, show them some love. Tell them that JD sent you over there, man. And go and purchase one of their fine products. Coupon code JD sent me. Now, WrestleMania 32 and NXT TakeOver Dallas, man. What a fucking weekend it is going to be. I am going to give you my breakdown of NXT TakeOver and WrestleMania. We will begin with tonight's show, NXT TakeOver Dallas, live on the WWE Network. NXT TakeOver Dallas tonight, guys. I cannot fucking wait for this show. I haven't been this excited for a pay-per-view or a special event in WWE in many, many, many years, man. Tonight is my WrestleMania. Simply because I know, without a shadow of a doubt, the type of show that we are going to get at NXT TakeOver Dallas tonight, man. It is going to be unbelievable. I'll be live tweeting with me. Make sure you're following me on Twitter at JDfromNY206. Do that now, man. I'll be live tweeting all during the pay-per-view. And NXT TakeOvers are usually celebrated with excitement and just full-on passion for the wrestling business. That's what we all love, and that's exactly what we want to see every time we watch a TakeOver event, man. It's going to be unbelievable tonight. Going to be taking place at 10 p.m. tonight. A little bit later start time. Don't know why that is. Usually these NXT TakeOver events start at 8 p.m., but they're doing the 10 p.m. Time slot tonight. And it's actually taking place in Dallas, Texas. And it's taking place at the Kay Bailey Hutchinson Convention Center. Try saying that fucking 3 times fast. Jesus Christ. Gonna be unbelievable tonight. I got my Guinness chilled. And make sure you guys are right here after the show is over. I will be reviewing NXT TakeOver Dallas as soon as it's over. Make sure you stop by to visit me for the review, man. I'll let you guys know when it's up live on Twitter. But the card, 6 matches deep. Usually these pay-per-views last about 2 hours, 2 hours and some change. When they do happen, we're always thirsty. We're always craving more. I wish these were 3-hour events, but WWE and Triple H and NXT, but they've been doing it right, man. Quality over quantity here. 2 hours is more than enough for NXT TakeOver. They leave you wanting more, and we're all going to be thirsty as soon as this pay-per-view is over to see what is the follow-up during the NXT tapings next week, man. It's going to be fucking unreal. Gonna run through the matches real fast. The Austin Aries versus Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin apparently despises everybody that's got an independent fucking resume who comes into the WWE. That's pretty much his gimmick. Anybody that's been on the independent scene, that's been successful, that's been established, he wants a piece of them. He fucking hates everybody that's got an outside resume, outside WWE, who's been successful outside WWE, that want to come on into NXT and pretty much take his spot. I like that role for Baron Corbin. He's been doing fantastic. I think he could definitely get better. He's still green in the ring. You can see that. I think the only thing that's pretty much holding Baron Corbin back is his mic skill, definitely, and the fact that he works a methodical, slow-paced style in the ring. He could be great. He's got the look, he's got the in-ring style, he's got the attitude, he's got the size, everything that Vince McMahon likes. If he picks it up just a little bit in the ring, Baron Corbin can go from good to great. Austin Aries, obviously my favorite, coming over from TNA. He might not be the last TNA defective to come over here to NXT. The greatest man that ever lived will be victorious tonight at NXT TakeOver Dallas. No way I see Austin Aries losing his debut. I loved how this match was set up. Obviously, I think this is going to be one of many matches. Austin Aries is going to get the win tonight. Baron Corbin might get his revenge at the NXT tapings to follow. This might be a program for a little bit to keep Baron Corbin and Austin Aries busy before moving them to the next level. Austin Aries wins tonight at NXT TakeOver Dallas. The Revival, Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder, Tag Team Champions versus American Alpha, Jason Jordan, and Chad Gable. Now, ever since NXT TakeOver Brooklyn, during SummerSlam weekend in 2015, everybody was saying Enzo and Cass need to win the Tag Team Championships. I am surprised NXT and WWE Creative down at NXT did not pull the trigger on Enzo and Cass at least having a run with the tag team titles. They gave it to Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder. Two guys who I didn't think were going to get over. Two guys who I really didn't think much of when they were given the tag team championships. They proved me wrong. Obviously, still I have concerns about their gimmick and their look if they did get promoted or demoted to the main roster and Monday Night Raw. I don't think that they would get over with the WWE audience on the main roster. They, to me, still are an NXT gimmick, an NXT brand as a tag team. I don't see these guys being successful as of yet on the main roster, but they've been doing fucking unbelievable things in NXT and with the tag team championships. I like them. I think they're fantastic in the ring. They are a throwback to old teams. They got the tag team continuity. They got the tag team moves that we haven't seen in God knows how long. They are a tag team who makes you appreciate tag team wrestling. Same can be said about American Alpha. These guys have been slowly built up. They've been that fucking juicy steak that's just been marinating all fucking summer long, man. All winter long. They've been marinating, and now it's time to put them on the grill, perfectly cook these guys to the point where tonight they will walk out the tag team champions, man. Seriously, American Alpha gonna win the tag team championships. Hope you like that analogy. I don't know what the fuck I just said, but you guys get my point. American Alpha, dressed with their Marty Jannetty throwback fucking outfits, bro. The multicolored strap-ons. Gable's amazing. Jordan is amazing. The only thing I don't like about American Alpha, the only thing, and I know I'm being picky here, is that every American Alpha match that I've seen leading up to this point tonight has been the same. It's always Gable starting off. It's always Gable showing off his moveset for the first couple of minutes, and then he starts to get a beat down. And then whoever they're going up against, they beat him down, they beat him down, they beat him down until he makes a hot tag to Jason Jordan, and then boom. They just fucking come out of nowhere, explosive left and right, and they end up winning the match thanks to Jordan and his fucking hot tag. So tonight, I think it's going to be a great fucking match. This match can obviously steal the show, if you ask me, but American Alpha tonight will walk out the new NXT champions. They will, or NXT Tag Team champions, and they will blow the roof off this arena tonight. Apollo Crews versus Elias Sampson. Apollo Crews really didn't have much going on leading up to TakeOver Dallas up until this past week or the past couple of weeks on NXT television. Elias Sampson undefeated up until last week. He lost to Johnny Wrestling, a.k.a. Johnny Gargano. And Elias Sampson got that Damian Sandow Macho Man look going on. He's got a great moveset. He's got a great look. I think he could be very, very good within NXT and the mid-card and slowly start moving him up to the main event scene. I like his look. The crowd really gets... they have fun with him. They start chanting "Drift Away," and people think he's boring, but he just needs to show some more personality. Right now, he came in as this obscure, mysterious guy. Came in just playing a guitar. He didn't say much. Now he's starting to show a little bit more personality. Now he's starting to come out and break out a little bit. Apollo Crews came out to make a save. He saved Johnny Gargano from a pretty bad beatdown from Elias Sampson. And then as of this week, I didn't watch NXT, but I did read the spoilers. Apollo Crews pretty much tried to make the save again, and Elias Sampson just walked up the ramp smiling sadistically at Apollo Crews. This is going to be a good match. Now, both men could use some momentum here. Elias Sampson, being that he lost, obviously could get another win back and start building that momentum again. I don't know how invested WWE is in Elias Sampson. I think Apollo Crews at any given time could be catapulted to the main event scene and be placed in an NXT title match. He's that damn good. But tonight, I think Apollo Crews is going to win. I think Apollo Crews is going to make Elias Sampson look really good, but he's going to look really good in defeat. I think Apollo Crews is going to win tonight against Elias Sampson and then go on and start establishing that momentum. And maybe, with my prediction of Finn Balor and Samoa Joe, we see Apollo Crews catapulted in the face position to take over Finn Balor's spot in NXT. I'll talk about that in a minute. Apollo Crews wins tonight over Elias Sampson. Sami Zayn versus Shinsuke Nakamura. This may be the match of the weekend. Sami Zayn finishing up his duties in NXT. Nakamura coming over from New Japan Pro Wrestling. WWE is paying him a hefty amount of money. He will not be on NXT that long. Sami Zayn obviously moved up to the main roster. He's on WrestleMania Sunday. He's in the ladder match for the IC title. He will probably be in a feud all summer long with Kevin Owens for the IC title. That is the perfect role for him. Sami Zayn is going to be that Daniel Bryan guy. He's going to fill the void of Daniel Bryan. With Bryan's retirement, there's no other babyface on the roster that can be sympathetic, that you can get behind, and we can just cheer for because he is that damn fucking good. He works hard. Sami Zayn is that guy, man. He's genuine, and he deserves it. Sami Zayn tonight, though, going one-on-one with Nakamura. This is going to be an unbelievable match, man. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't watch New Japan. I have not watched many Nakamura matches. I've seen him go one-on-one with Kevin Owens. I've seen him go one-on-one with AJ Styles at the last Wrestle Kingdom event. I did watch that match in full. Unbelievable. Other than that, I am not too familiar with what Shinsuke Nakamura brings to the table. I'm not familiar with who he is. I know who he is, but I don't know what he's about. So obviously now that he has developed and, had this resume of just fucking brilliance overseas, and now he's bringing that to WWE, now I can get to know him because, blame it on me. I've been lazy. I don't watch anything but WWE. I should branch out. You guys have been telling me to watch Lucha Underground. You've been telling me to watch New Japan. I just don't have, I don't want to use the excuse that I don't have time, but I'm just lazy, man. I'm a WWE guy. This is a WWE channel. I report and talk about WWE. So now that Nakamura is in America, he is in WWE, he is in NXT, now I can really settle down and see what this guy is about and maybe do some research on him. But tonight, like I said, I know what this guy's capable of. Obviously, after watching his match with AJ Styles, I know what Sami Zayn is capable of. This match might be the match of the fucking weekend. Compared to both shows, NXT and WrestleMania 32. Obviously, this is a one-sided affair. Everybody and their mother is predicting Nakamura to win this match. I am going with Nakamura. There's no way he is going to lose this match, especially being his debut. This is going to legit fucking blow everybody away, man. You want crowds who are not dull on Monday Night Raw? This is going to be the fucking complete polar opposite of what is going on Monday Night Raw, man. This crowd is going to go absolutely fucking bat crazy at NXT TakeOver. Sami Zayn, Nakamura. Nakamura is going to get the victory in his debut at NXT TakeOver. Bayley versus Asuka. This one, I've been pretty much one-sided with ever since the beginning here. Now, I honestly don't know what I said on my podcast on Off the Script. I recorded it last week. I don't know. I recorded the NXT portion last week. But I might have said Asuka. But after really thinking about it, I'm going with Bayley. Now, this could easily steal the show, as always. Bayley's fucking amazing at what she does. Bayley is so easy to get behind. Bayley is so easy to cheer for. I don't think this is going to be as good as Sasha Bayley from NXT Brooklyn. I don't think so, but it's going to come pretty damn close. Asuka, if you guys have been aware, if you guys are following her on Twitter and following her on social media, everything that Asuka is, everything about Asuka's character and demeanor is about getting the win. The win to her is the most important thing in the world. Obviously, it's going to be the most important thing in the world to Bayley, because if she loses the NXT Women's Championship. So what am I thinking here? I think Bayley is going to pull off the upset. I really think. I think Asuka can afford one loss. I think Asuka's been built up as the most dominating woman in NXT, in that entire division. I think one loss here is not going to do Asuka any harm. And I say that because the way this match was built, there really wasn't any animosity between the two. There really wasn't any interaction between the two. There really wasn't any storyline between the two. Now, Bayley's going to win tonight. That's my prediction. She's going to retain the Women's Championship. I think this is going to go all the way through the tapings, all the way through the summer. And I think Bayley is going to go one-on-one with Asuka again at SummerSlam weekend. NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 2. I think that's going to happen, and that's where I think Bayley will lose the title. Bayley has been very adamant. She's been very vocal about not wanting to go to the main roster right now. I think the women's division needs Bayley more than the men's roster needs Finn Balor as their NXT champion. I don't think there's anybody right now that can take Bayley's spot. I don't think anybody's been groomed yet for that spot. Asuka, obviously, is being groomed for that spot. Whoever else migrates to NXT from TNA or anywhere else in the independents remains to be seen. But I think Bayley is going to win tonight. I think Asuka and Bayley will have a rematch at Brooklyn Part 2. That's where Asuka will win. Bayley will then be demoted. Hopefully by then it's a promotion. Hopefully we get some decent Monday Night Raws leading up to SummerSlam and throughout the summer. But that's when I think Bayley will make her jump to the main roster. Bayley wins tonight to retain the Women's Championship. Finn Balor versus Samoa Joe in the main event. This is where it's pretty much split 50-50. Finn Balor has been NXT champion for over 200 days. He's coming close to Neville's record. I think right now Neville is still the longest reigning NXT champion that there is. Balor is number 2. You get the sense of Balor and his time in NXT coming to an end. There's been people tweeting me, and I mentioned this on Off the Script on iTunes, PodBean, Stitcher Radio, AudioBoom. If you guys have not listened to it, please do so this weekend. It's a great listen. Talk about NXT and WWE weekend, WrestleMania weekend, all that. Finn Balor, to a lot of people, is boring and dull, and he isn't what he used to be as Prince Devitt over in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Finn Balor doesn't need to be Prince Devitt. He is now the Demon. He is now Finn Balor, the face of WWE NXT. He is the NXT champion. Okay? Finn Balor worked his ass off over in New Japan and wherever else he wrestled overseas. He worked his ass off to get where he is now. He worked his ass off to accumulate a resume as if you're going to a job interview. You want to have your best fucking foot forward when you interview with a big company that you want to work for. Your resume looks impressive. That's what Triple H seen when he seen Finn Balor. Look at this resume. This guy's got what it takes. I like his credentials. Let's bring him into NXT. WWE seen that. Balor worked his ass off. He got to where he wanted to be. WWE is everybody's final destination when you are a professional wrestler. Granted, we might not like what the product is doing. We might not like the direction the product is going, but that is the truth. Everybody's final destination is WWE. Whether it's NXT, whether it's Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, everybody wants to be on WrestleMania. Finn Balor worked his ass off to get where he is now. Now that he's in NXT, he doesn't need to do what he did over in New Japan. He doesn't need to be risking limb and limb. He doesn't need to be fucking risking his career. He doesn't need to be putting on fucking 5-star matches every single week. When Balor is called upon, Balor will deliver. He will deliver at NXT TakeOver. He's pretty much delivered at any NXT TakeOver. When someone is in the ring that is equal to Balor's ability, like a Neville, like we seen on NXT TV a couple of weeks back, Balor will deliver. Balor delivered against Zayn. Balor delivered against Neville. Balor delivered against Joe. Balor delivered against fucking Baron Corbin, Apollo Crews. The fucking list goes on and on. You guys get my point. Balor doesn't need to do what he did over in New Japan just to please you people. Balor knows what he's doing. WWE knows, Triple H knows what they are doing with Balor. Now, they took Prince Devitt. He is Finn Balor, the transformed demon, and now they're molding him into a superstar. They are molding him into a household name. That is the next step for Finn Balor. If you guys don't understand that, you shouldn't be watching the product. I know WWE, I know what I see, and I know what I like on WWE television. Balor is money. Balor is 34 years old, and I've said it for months. If there was anybody outside of a Daniel Bryan before he retired to replace John Cena, it's not Roman Reigns. It's not Randy Orton. It's not none of those guys. It's Finn Balor. Balor has got the look. Balor has got the in-ring skill. Balor's got the marketability. The only thing that's holding Balor back, and I know it's his crutch, is his promos. But when it's down to it, Balor will deliver. Okay? That's just my opinion on that. Samoa Joe's been the best heel in WWE, period. That includes both NXT and WWE Raw and SmackDown. Joe has been amazing. Joe has been on a journey to get where he is this weekend at NXT TakeOver Dallas. My opinion here, and this is going out on a limb just based on what I've seen so far. Samoa Joe has been through hell to get to this point. He had a fucking match with Sami Zayn that went almost 60 minutes. He had a match with Zayn that pretty much ended in a draw that led to that 60-minute Iron Man match. And before that, he was in a triple threat match with Baron Corbin and Sami Zayn. He had to go through Sami Zayn 3 fucking times to get where he is now. If WWE put this much effort into getting Samoa Joe over and pretty much giving us the journey of Samoa Joe getting to this point, only to get a title shot rematch against Finn Balor, in my honest opinion, Joe walks out of NXT TakeOver as the new NXT champion. Finn Balor moves up to Monday Night Raw. Finn Balor debuts on Monday Night Raw. There's rumors going around that he may debut at WrestleMania. But you guys know my opinion on that. I talked about it in a video on Wednesday night. Thursday we talked about it some more in some multiple videos that I spanned across my channel. It's time for Finn Balor to move up, and you get that sense. You just feel it when you watch Finn Balor. There's nothing more for this man to do. There's nothing more for him to do. He is 34 years old, and WWE needs to strike now. Doc Gallows, Carl Anderson are imminent to make their debut on WWE television. They will be on Monday Night Raw. How WWE has this weekend planned for all 3 men, I don't know. But all I can tell you is this. I think Samoa Joe is going to win the NXT title. I think he will go on to battle Apollo Crews as the new #1 contender. I think those two are going to give us great fucking matches. You could even include Nakamura in there. We may see Nakamura versus Joe for the title going to NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. I don't know. That might be the match coming out of Dallas. I have no fucking idea. WWE has a lot of options that they can go to. Balor, I do not want to see him as a heel. I do not want to see him as a heel. And we'll discuss what I think the best role is for Balor. We'll discuss it on my WrestleMania preview and predictions right now. Balor walks out of NXT Dallas losing. That's my prediction. Samoa Joe will be the new NXT World Heavyweight Champion. That's NXT TakeOver Dallas. Remember, I will be reviewing the show after it goes off the air live right here on my channel. Stay tuned for that later on tonight. WrestleMania 32, going to be a completely different review, man. I got a lot of complaints that I want to get off my chest about this entire pay-per-view. We'll run through everything, including the pre-show, what I think is going to happen with Shane, Undertaker, Triple H, Roman, my new brilliant idea about how to debut Finn Balor on the main roster while turning Roman Reigns heel at the same time. Fantasy booking, yes, but if WWE executed this, which makes sense, it could come off as a brilliant idea, and it would be a great way to roll into Monday Night Raw with a massive reset, giving us a storyline that could be pretty much all of 2016. Stay tuned. We'll talk about WrestleMania right now. WrestleMania 32, guys. I don't even know what to tell you all in regards to WrestleMania. The build has been lackluster. The build has been lazy. The build has been downright bizarre. I don't know what WWE's mindset is this season for WrestleMania 32. To me, what I gauge from WWE Creative and Vince McMahon and Kevin Dunn is that they're worried, they're in a state of panic, and they want WrestleMania to come and go and get it over with. I think WrestleMania 32 pretty much was put together hot shot. I don't think WWE had any plans. I think the injury bug and the stress of everybody going down with injury really got into WWE's head, and it fucked everything up. That's what I honestly think is happening. By the looks of it, it looks like WWE gave up midway through WrestleMania season. They gave up right before Roadblock. They gave us Roadblock because they were worried about, having people remain interested in WrestleMania, so they gave us Roadblock, which was nothing but a glorified house show. WWE had various opportunities to make things exciting and make things interesting, and they failed to pull the trigger. Now they're staring at WrestleMania 32, and they're staring at several different scenarios that could be debilitating to the entire show. Roman Reigns, they got a stipulation with The Undertaker, which he loses, he's out of WrestleMania forever. We got undercard matches that really aren't gauging people's interests whatsoever. We got legends who are announced for the show with nothing about them, no news about them. We don't have any scenarios about them. They haven't been on Monday Night Raw. There was nothing hyped about Austin and HBK and The Rock and Mick Foley, yet they're all going to be there. WrestleMania 32 is considered the Super Bowl of WWE. WWE wants to make it bigger than the Super Bowl. I doubt that in 2016. I doubt it with this show. This show, out of all weekend, out of all the activity all weekend, WrestleMania 32 is below NXT Dallas without question, and even Monday Night Raw on Monday. I'm more excited for Monday Night Raw on Monday than I am for WrestleMania 32, just because it's the reset of the WWE season. This is the WWE's final countdown to end their season. Monday Night Raw begins a new season. It begins new feuds. It begins a new outlook. We are all refreshed. WrestleMania 32 will be a thing of the past. They now start building to WrestleMania 33. I can't say that as a WWE fan, I am excited about WrestleMania 32. I know for a fact how I felt last year. I felt this same way going into WrestleMania 31. I was against Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. They surprised the fuck out of me. WWE pulled a rabbit out of a hat with Seth Rollins cashing in Money in the Bank. Nobody's seen that fucking coming. Nobody. And they saved themselves a lot of frustration. Not only for them, but on the fans of the WWE. This year, they have nothing like that. They have no Money in the Bank. They have no Plan B. They're stuck with Triple H and Roman Reigns, which is now a no disqualification match, according to rumors. Signage at WrestleMania Access has now stated that this is a no DQ match. Nothing was stated on Monday Night Raw. Nothing was stated on SmackDown. Nothing was stated anywhere. People who attended Access seeing that this now is a no disqualification match, which probably plays up to the fact that we are, and we all knew this going in, going to get some outside interference. We are going to get some type of screwy finish to get Roman Reigns where WWE wants him to be. I can't say that I'm excited for WrestleMania, but I know going in that this show probably, will it deliver? Come on, Meltzer. Outlook good. The Magic 8 Ball says the outlook is good for WrestleMania actually performing and living up to, or actually exceeding a lot of people's expectations. It will be a good show. It will be a damn good show. But coming out of it, what's WWE going to do about Roman Reigns in this entire situation? What is WWE going to do about Shane McMahon and The Undertaker? What are they going to do about this stipulation that's looming over The Undertaker's head? I don't know. All I know is those 30 creative writers need to come up with something brilliant. They need to come up with something creative. Because if they don't, WrestleMania and the rest of the WWE year could be completely sabotaged. So WWE has their backs against the wall, and they need to come out of this looking like champions. I hope that is the case. WrestleMania 32, obviously, from Arlington, Texas, AT&T Stadium, 100,000 people. I don't know if they filled every seat in that arena, but it's going to be pretty damn close. Even if they get to 94,000, 95,000 people, WWE will announce it as 100,000 because that's what they do. That's what they do. It's all a part of the entertainment. If WWE is at 90+ thousand and have not reached 100,000, they will announce, because WWE wants to brag and hype it up on social media and, you know, do this and that. They will announce 100,000 people. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. So we don't know what the exact number of people is going to be, but it's going to be a fucking unbelievable sight. WWE always does a fantastic job at making WrestleMania look grand, look unbelievable. That's no doubt, no question in my mind. The card doesn't look that grand at all. I'm going to start off with the pre-show. Kalisto versus Ryback for the United States Championship. Who cares? And I'm going to say this calmly. I'm going to say this genuinely. Who cares? Seriously. Who cares about this match? WWE already fucked up the United States title beyond repair. This is going to pretty much kill the remaining fucking breaths that are in the United States title. How do you have John Cena? How do you take John Cena and put the United States title on him, and he saves the title from near death? John Cena made the U.S. title look important most weeks, more so than he did the WWE title. It was more important than the WWE title. It was featured more than the WWE title. At one point, they gave Seth Rollins the U.S. title and had him carry both titles. By default, it looked even better next to the fucking WWE title that Seth Rollins was holding. You guys get my point. The WWE United States Championship is absolutely meaningless and unimportant. This match should honestly be a multi-man ladder match. This match should be the ladder match. There should be 4 or 5 other guys in this match competing for the United States title. The Intercontinental title should not be a ladder match. Not. Guys like Zack Ryder, Sin Cara, The Miz, and Stardust, we'll talk about that in a minute. Those guys don't belong fighting for IC titles. Seriously. I know WWE wants to get everybody on the card, and I don't agree with it. I am of the old school mentality. I just don't think, even if these guys work all year round, and they bust their ass all year round, and you want to give them a nice payday, and you want to feature them on WrestleMania, and give them a sense of accomplishment that they made it. You want to give them a slight WrestleMania moment. I understand that. But see it through my eyes. Zack Ryder, what has he done all year? How many times has he been on Raw? How many? 3? If that? During the entire year? Sin Cara, what has he done to warrant a Intercontinental Championship match? The Miz, he's held more Miz TV segments than he had matches in 2015. Stardust, what has he done? Nothing. He hasn't been important since he split from Goldust. Since that was a tag team and they were together, he hasn't done anything. What gives this guy the right to fight for an IC title? Do you get my point? If not, these guys belong in the Battle Royal if you wanted to do that, if they didn't want to do a ladder match. Kalisto versus Ryback should be the ladder match. They should have a ladder match for the United States Championship, and it should be on the main card. It should be on the main card if they wanted to go that route, but they did not. They felt like not doing anything with the United States title. They felt like not building it up at all. And WWE has made everybody just fucking shrug their shoulders in disgust. You're probably going to be doing fucking countless other things during this match. I'll be actually driving home from work when this match is happening. And do I care that I'm missing it? Absolutely not. Kalisto versus Ryback. I don't know why Kalisto is the champion to begin with. I think he and Sin Cara barely scratched the surface as a tag team. That's where they thrive the most. Don't know why, but WWE wants to have Kalisto as their next Rey Mysterio. You're not going to get there overnight, bro. You're not going to get there overnight. Give these guys something important to do as a tag team. They thrive best as a tag team. Kalisto with the United States Championship has gotten lukewarm reactions. Nobody cares. And he's going into a WrestleMania match with somebody who really should get off everybody's TV. And I mean that sincerely. Ryback will win this match. I think Ryback will be the United States Champion. I don't know what WWE sees in Ryback. I don't know what Vince McMahon sees in Ryback. Obviously, somebody backstage likes him enough to put him in a U.S. title match when he clearly doesn't deserve it. I think Ryback will be the United States Champion, and he will kill off whatever life is left in that title. Ryback will walk out of WrestleMania as the new United States Champion. Total Divas versus Bad and Blonde. This match is total garbage. Who the fuck cares? And that's going to be a theme throughout this entire pre-show. Brie Bella, Paige, Natalya, Alicia Fox, and Eva Marie. For Christ's sake, Eva Marie. Magic 8 Ball, does Eva Marie belong on WrestleMania? In fact, does she belong in the WWE? What does this say? Reply hazy, try again. Even the Magic 8 Ball doesn't think that Eva Marie, and I'm not trying again, goons. Seriously, if it doesn't give me an answer immediately, you know that Eva Marie does not belong on WrestleMania or on the WWE main roster. And there's a news story this weekend, which I'll go off on because I'm in a decent fucking mood right now. Eva Marie coming out on Monday Night Raw, and WWE expected her to get a face reaction. I mean, are you that disconnected? I mean, do you watch NXT? I mean, what the fuck are you people watching? Are you watching the same program that I am? Eva Marie? They're upset that Eva Marie didn't receive a face reaction. She can't fucking wrestle. The only thing people want to see from Eva Marie is a fucking botch, a wardrobe malfunction, in which one of her fucking plastic tits comes out and there's a nipple slip. That's all people want to see. Seriously. This match is total garbage. This is Kevin Dunn. Got Kevin Dunn written all over it, bro. Total Divas versus Team Bad and Blonde. Lana, Summer Rae, Naomi, Emma. I'm proud for Emma, man. But again, what has she done? What has she done to belong on WrestleMania? She's been fantastic down in NXT. She's probably the only one that I think deserves to be in this match. Naomi, Emma, Natalya. Paige is a fucking sellout. I don't even care about Paige anymore, man. You couldn't pay me to care about Paige anymore. This went from the anti-diva to fucking total divas, man. Fuck that. This match is trash. I don't even know why it's happening. Another one of those things, and you can see why I'm frustrated. Most of these women do not belong on WrestleMania. Most of these women don't even belong in a fucking ring. Never mind WrestleMania. Who wins? Who cares? I'm not going to be watching it. You can kiss my ass. Again, next match. Who the fuck cares? The Usos versus the Dudley Boys. Thank God this is happening on the pre-show as well. Dudley Boys will win. They turned them heel and they didn't do anything with them. All they did was come out and parade that they're not going to fucking put anybody through tables. Because tables is a face move. A table spot is a face reaction. People enjoy seeing people go through tables. The Usos are fucking colder than the iceberg that crashed into the Titanic. Seriously, these guys suck. Uso boring. There's a reason why they are fucking Uso boring. They haven't done anything. They're not really exciting anymore. They need a fucking heel turn, if you ask me. Usos versus the Dudleys. I think the Dudleys win this. Haven't done much as a heel team. I think on WrestleMania night, during the pre-show, they get their win over the Usos. Now, the main card. Let's start with the New Day. Kofi Kingston, Big E, and Xavier Woods versus the League of Nations. King Barrett, Sheamus, Alberto Del Rio, and Rusev. It is a 4-on-3. There's rumors going around that The Rock might be involved in this match and help the New Day out. There's rumors going around that Michael P.S. Hayes is going to help the New Day out. Who cares who helps the New Day out? This match isn't for the tag team titles, but it's for faction supremacy in the WWE. hand me a fucking Supreme Pan Pizza. I can go to Stop and Shop and fucking buy a DiGiorno Supreme Pizza with the works. People will care more about how crispy their pizza comes out of the oven than this fucking match. Who cares? 4 matches in a row. Who cares? New Day will win this match. Obviously, nobody gives a fuck about the League of Nations. Barrett's a waste. He's on his way out of the WWE. Sheamus, who cares? Del Rio, fantastic worker. No fucking heat or reaction whatsoever. Rusev, nothing but a fucking sniveling pussy. This guy went from United States champion and hating America and despising America and being one of the best heels in recent memory with Lana and the United States championship. What did they do? They put him in a feud with Dolph Ziggler that fucking destroyed this guy's career. And he hasn't been built up since. The League of Nations, the League of Shitheads, the League of Bums, the League of Scrubs, the League of Losers, the League of Boredom. Please, New Day wins this match. New Day goes on to Monday Night Raw, still the tag team champions, obviously, being that it's not for the titles. Enzo and Cass are the new tag team champions coming out of Monday Night Raw. That is my bold prediction. I don't have any inside sources. I don't know. I'm just making a bold prediction. So that is my prediction on that. New Day wins. Enzo and Cass debut on Raw, win the tag team titles. Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, more like the Get Off My TV Battle Royal. Again, 5 matches in a row. Who cares? Braun Strowman wins. If Braun Strowman is not in this match, which I don't see why he would not be, I'm going with Mark Henry. If Mark Henry doesn't win, I'm going with Damien Sandow. Those are my top 3 choices. 20-man Battle Royal. Usually it's 30, but due to injury, they need to cut it down to 20. Braun Strowman is my number 1 choice, simply because WWE has been talking about, and rumors have been running around all over the internet, that WWE is going to push the Wyatt family. They're going to push them to the moon. Big push coming for the Wyatt family. That's a nice way to start off their push by having Braun Strowman eliminate 19 other fucking guys and win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. What is it going to get him? Nothing. It will get him nothing, just like it did nothing for the Big Show, just like it did nothing for Cesaro. Now there are rumors going around that John Cena is medically cleared. He will be at WrestleMania. Maybe he's going to be in the Battle Royal. WWE rumors going around that he might win it. I don't think that's a good idea. This is a mid-card Battle Royal. You don't want a fucking John Cena going in there with a Social Outcasts and a fucking Darren Young. Nobody expects none of those guys to win. So if John Cena is announced, who the fuck is going to win? Seriously, John Cena's going to win. That's a terrible fucking idea. John Cena does not belong in a wrestling role at WrestleMania. Put him in something else where it'll advance a storyline, maybe with Shane and The Undertaker, maybe with Triple H and Roman. I don't know. But another rumor going around is that, who the fuck was I going to mention about this Battle Royal? Why am I talking about this? Get Off My TV Battle Royal. Braun Strowman's going to win. Wyatt family looking good. If they want to look good, Braun Strowman should win that match. That's all I got to say about that. All right? But, I was going to mention Cesaro. That was the guy. Cesaro. There's rumors that he might be in the battle. I wouldn't mind if Cesaro won it. I wouldn't mind if Cesaro won it at all. Be honest with you. I think people want to see. I think they're ready to see Cesaro come back. I'm hearing that he's medically cleared as well. But, again, I think it's best to hold these guys off from Monday Night Raw. You want to stack that show the best that you can. And you want the fans to look at Monday Night Raw in a completely different light than what we've seen recently. So saving those guys for Raw, I think, is a better option. Give the Battle Royal to someone who could certainly use that little spotlight, even though it's not going to mean much. Braun Strowman, Mark Henry, or Damien Sandow will win the Battle Royal. AJ Styles versus Chris Jericho. This will be the 4th match between these two guys. AJ Styles has done a phenomenal job, no pun intended. Chris Jericho has done a fantastic job as a heel. His work has been great. Not as good as his work when he was a heel with Shawn Michaels. That was Chris Jericho at his absolute finest hour. That's my honest opinion. Where he slaps his wife and they have that fucking unsanctioned match and things are just fucking chaotic. That's the fucking Chris Jericho that I miss. Now, Chris Jericho's a little bit older. He's a little bit overweight. He's a little pudgy. I'm hearing that he's fucking doing DDP yoga. Doesn't look like he's doing DDP yoga. Obviously, you see that he's aged. Working well with AJ Styles nonetheless. AJ Styles, upon debut in WWE, has been fantastic. AJ Styles obviously is going to win this match. This is his first WrestleMania. Jericho is merely there to put over new talent. And Jericho, I'm hearing, is going to be sticking around. Maybe Jericho gets involved in a title feud. Maybe he gets involved with Roman Reigns. I have no idea, bro. I have no idea. Maybe he fights for world titles. Hey, I'm hearing Fozzie's not going to be on tour. They're not having any new music come out lately. Jericho's going to have a wide open schedule. He's got nothing to do but his podcast. Jericho might be sticking around. So AJ Styles will win at WrestleMania. I wish WWE added some type of stipulation here. Iron Man match, 30-minute Iron Man match, a submission match of some sort. But it's going to be one-on-one. Not going to steal the show, but it's going to be damn good. AJ Styles will beat Chris Jericho at WrestleMania. Now we're getting into the bulk of the card, the good part. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Dolph Ziggler, Zack Ryder, Sin Cara, The Miz, and Stardust. It pains me to even say those names, that they're in this match. This match, honestly, should not be a ladder match. This match should either be a three-way dance triple threat between Owens, Zayn, and Ziggler, or a one-on-one match between Zayn and Owens. Simple as that, and I know you guys agree with me. Kevin Owens will walk out of this match retaining the Intercontinental Championship. Why? Because it makes sense. Why? Because Sami Zayn is going to go on to feud with Kevin Owens up until SummerSlam, where he will capture the IC title. That's just my prediction, and it makes sense, okay? The two things that I see wrong with this match, obviously we discussed it earlier with Kalisto and Ryback. This match should be down to either 2 or 3 men. Does not need all these guys. Ziggler, Zayn, and Owens should be the only ones involved in this match. Ryder, Sin Cara, Miz, and Stardust, they should be with the U.S. title in a ladder match. The things that I don't understand here. WWE had a ready-made feud. They could have easily went the route of Owens and Zayn, but they refused not to. I don't mind it because I know we're eventually going to get there. But if they wanted to give us one-on-one, they certainly could have did it. There was enough backstory there that it would have made sense. Okay? The thing that I see wrong with this, and having Sami Zayn involved with fucking all these guys in this match, is that he's new. You want to develop new talent. You want to get the audience behind the new talent. Not everybody knows who Sami Zayn is. Obviously, at WrestleMania, the majority of them will know who Sami Zayn is. But my point is, Sami Zayn is a newcomer to the main roster. You want him to get over with the live crowd. You want him to get over with the people watching at home. There's not much Sami Zayn can do if he's in a match with 5, 6 other guys. He's not going to be able to get all his spots in. He's not going to be able to showcase what he has as if he was in a singles match or a triple threat match. This is the type of match where everybody has to get their spots in. Most of the time, he's probably going to be sleeping on the outside, waiting for Stardust to finish his spot, waiting for The Miz to finish his spot, waiting for Zack Ryder to do a fucking Rough Rider off the top rope or off the ladder. You guys get my point. It's tough for Sami Zayn to show what he's worth and show what he's got with 6 other guys. It's just ridiculous. It is just ridiculous. WWE had a ready-made feud and they refused to do it, but that aspect of it I don't mind because we're eventually going to get there. Kevin Owens is going to win this match and retain the title and feud with Sami Zayn after all is said and done. And ladder matches, I understand they're great. I understand everybody loves the fucking carnage and destruction. Money in the Bank needs to be at WrestleMania. If this match was Money in the Bank with Sin Cara, The Miz, Stardust, Ziggler, fucking 2, 3 other guys, I would have been fucking ecstatic. It would have made more sense. It would have gave WWE an option of a plan B. If Roman Reigns fails at WrestleMania, winning the WWE Championship, and the ovation, the reaction is completely just fucking disastrous, it would have gave them plan B. Money in the Bank needs to be removed from pay-per-view, and it needs to be at WrestleMania. Fuck this Battle Royal. Fuck the Battle Royal. If you want to have the Battle Royal, keep the Battle Royal. Keep it as a pre-show only. But Money in the Bank needs to be at WrestleMania. And I'm sure you guys agree with me on that. And as far as ladder matches go, WWE has had fucking guys drop left and right. Luke Harper's out. Neville's out. Your fucking mother's out. Your sister's out. Ladder matches are destruction. So someone's walking out of here with an injury. Someone's walking out of here with a bruise, a limp, some type of injury. Apparently, WWE doesn't care that everybody's dropping like flies. This match is an injury waiting to happen. I understand WWE wants to give us the best that they have currently on the main roster, and I appreciate a good ladder match, but, I mean, it looks like they're not concerned with having anybody else get injured. I don't know. That's just my opinion on that. Owens will win. He will retain the Intercontinental Championship. Charlotte, champion, with Flair, versus Becky versus Sasha. Story this weekend on Off the Script. WWE, it is reported and pretty much confirmed that the Divas Championship will be relinquished meaning that WWE already has a new belt in development. WWE will be dropping the Divas term. WWE will be moving on with the women's division in WWE. This is a great day. I will discuss this on this weekend's Off the Script. My prediction here, if WWE gives these women the amount of time they gave them in NXT, they could possibly steal the entire fucking show. Sasha Banks will win it. Sasha Banks will be crowned the new Divas Champion. She will come out on Monday Night Raw with the unveiling of the new title, dump the Divas Championship because she's not a fucking diva. None of these women are divas. Sasha will unveil the new Women's Championship, and she will be crowned the new WWE Women's Champion, and a new Divas Revolution finally is in place. Sasha Banks will win the WWE Women's Championship. Dean Ambrose versus Brock Lesnar with Paul Heyman. This build makes no sense. I mean, WWE expects me to get invested in this match strictly based on storyline. That's not going to happen. And I agree with Justin LaBar here. It's like WWE took darts and threw it at the wall, and it landed on random names. Dean Ambrose. Oh shit, Brock Lesnar. We'll put those two guys in a match together. No holds barred. Look at that. Now we got a stipulation added to it. This build has been piss poor. It makes no fucking sense. Brock Lesnar is still upset over the fact that WWE took away Bray Wyatt as a potential opponent. Brock Lesnar wanted Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania. That will be revisited somewhere down the line, probably at SummerSlam, as they build the Wyatt family back up. I've got to see how that happens. Dean Ambrose has been fantastic on TV. Obviously, to me, I would have had Dean Ambrose walk into WrestleMania as the WWE Champion. I would have had him beat Triple H at Roadblock. I would have turned Roman Reigns heel. But who the fuck am I? I say the same thing over and over again. It falls on deaf ears. Dean Ambrose going into this match with Brock Lesnar is going to look great. The match will be great. The match will be bloody. The match will be chaotic. And Dean Ambrose, I'm going with Dean Ambrose in this. I think Brock Lesnar is going to make Dean Ambrose look good. I think Brock Lesnar can afford a loss. I think the Wyatt family is going to cost Brock Lesnar here because it happened at the Rumble. It should have happened at Fastlane, and now it's going to happen at WrestleMania, being that the Wyatts are not even on the card. Bray Wyatt is not even on WrestleMania. That's a fucking travesty in itself. So if he's not on WrestleMania, and he's one of the big pieces to WWE's future, he will have a vital part in this match. I guarantee it. Bray Wyatt fucks over Brock Lesnar. At that point, he could probably go after Dean Ambrose too, but Dean Ambrose will beat Brock Lesnar in a fucking bloodbath at WrestleMania and win because of Bray Wyatt outside interference. Now, you get to Monday Night Raw. If you really want to build up the Wyatt family, what you do is this. Last year, Brock Lesnar destroyed everybody due to Seth Rollins stealing the WWE Championship. If I am not mistaken, and please someone correct me if I am wrong, Michael Cole was devastated by an F5 last year. He destroyed the announce table. Brock Lesnar caused chaos. He was ushered out of the building until he came back at SummerSlam. Okay? Now, Brock Lesnar this year needs to have a complete 180. He needs to be destroyed this year on Monday Night Raw. The Wyatt family needs to come out and stake claim not only to the WWE, not only to Brock Lesnar, but to stake claim to Triple H and Vince McMahon. They want superiority in WWE. They want the WWE Championship. It's about time the Wyatts now fight for titles. It's about time the Wyatt family, instead of all these fucking innuendos and these cryptic messages, you lay it out on the table. Bray Wyatt wants the WWE Championship. Now, obviously taking out Brock Lesnar on Monday Night Raw, they've staked their claim. That is a statement in itself. They destroy Brock Lesnar on Monday Night Raw, which eventually sets up the return of Brock Lesnar sometime leading up to SummerSlam, which leads to that match. That's that. That's how you build up the Wyatt family. That's what I think is going to happen. Triple H versus Roman Reigns. What haven't I said about this match? This match is a fucking disaster waiting to happen. Apparently, it's a no disqualification match, according to Wikipedia here. And according to Access, they updated that very fast. Hasn't been a formal announcement. I haven't seen anything or heard anything, but apparently now it's a no disqualification match. Roman Reigns will walk out of WrestleMania with the WWE Championship. Okay? How do we get there? Triple H, no DQ against Roman Reigns. There's been rumors going around with Shawn Michaels possibly being a referee. That hasn't been announced. You know, The Rock, Ronda Rousey, that hasn't been announced. We don't know what's in store for this match, but I tell you this. I may be hopped up on drugs. I might be fucking sitting here with a few screws loose in my head, but I know a creative angle when I see it. Triple H is the man behind NXT. Triple H is in NXT as a creative genius, and Finn Balor is one of his guys. Finn Balor is a Triple H guy. He's part of that clique that Itami was a part of, that Owens was a part of, that Neville was a part of, that Joe is a part of. Balor is a part of that. You want to debut Finn Balor on WWE television? If you do not debut him in this match, then don't debut him at all. Seriously, do not debut him at all at WrestleMania. WrestleMania is the conclusion of the WWE season. Okay, like a sporting season, like a baseball season or an NBA season. This is the final game of the year. Okay, it's not going to be as impactful if you debut Finn Balor on WrestleMania. Okay, whereas if you debut him on the reset, the new season on Monday Night Raw, it'll be better. I want to see his intro. I want to be shocked. I want to fucking mark out when he makes that intro on Monday Night Raw. Finn Balor, no disqualification. He debuts during this match. He's not alone. Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows debut behind him. Bulletproof, Balor-proof, Bullet Club, Balor Club, whatever the fuck you want to call them. They debut here behind Triple H. Roman Reigns is not alone. Roman Reigns is not alone. He brought back up himself. Dean Ambrose won his match against Brock Lesnar. He comes out to stand behind Roman Reigns. And one other man that nobody has talked about all season long. He will be in Dallas. He will be at Access. He will be signing autographs. He could be on the show. He could make a cameo appearance. Roman Reigns reforms the Shield to go against Triple H and Balor Club. If you want to include The Rock in this, by all means, do it. Do it. Rock and the Shield versus Triple H and Balor Club. You build that to Survivor Series. You build a showdown between the three members of the Shield, reformed, versus Gallows, Anderson, and Balor as faces. You introduce the Balor Club, Bullet Club, whatever the fuck you want to call them, as faces, while Roman Reigns reforms the Shield as heels. How do you get the Shield heels? I don't know. Come out on fucking Monday Night Raw and beat the shit out of The Rock. I don't fucking know. To have Rocky come out and say he's disappointed that he's aligning himself with a snake like Seth Rollins. Easy. There's an easy way around it. Shield be heels. Roman Reigns, in the role that he's born to play as a fucking villain. You cannot have a good babyface unless he has a good villain run. Remember that. It happened to the greatest of them all. Roman Reigns needs to go through that phase. That's just my idea for that. Balor Club, Shield stare down. It'll prevent people from walking out. It'll prevent a riot. People would be more open to see that happen at WrestleMania than just simply Roman Reigns win, hold the title up, and everybody fucking just pukes everything that they ate and drank all over the place at AT&T Stadium. You do not want to end WrestleMania in a riot. You do not want people walking out during this match because it'll look bad for AT&T Stadium. It'll look bad for Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys. It'll look bad for WWE. It'll look bad for everybody. Even if you're a fan, it'll look bad. This is WWE. A failure. You cannot have that happen. Roman Reigns wins the title, and if they want that to happen, by all means, take the idea. I just gave you a gold mine. And I thought it out right before we went on the air with Out of Nowhere on Wednesday. Okay? That's what I think. If you're not going to debut Balor in that scenario, then don't debut him at all. Save him for Monday Night Raw. Build the new season with the Balor Club. Finally, Shane McMahon versus The Undertaker. You know, I'm done second guessing. I'm done guessing this. I really am. Obviously, The Undertaker, if he loses, there's no more WrestleManias for him. I honestly think John Cena or Stone Cold Steve Austin is going to have a role in this match. Those are the two. Obviously, Sting has been rumored. Sting has been floating around as rumored to be interfering in this match. I don't know what's going on. So I'm going to go with Shane McMahon simply because the WWE needs it. How they get The Undertaker back on WrestleMania, I'm sure there's a fucking loophole somewhere. WWE has loopholes all over the fucking place. All I know is WWE is in need of a refresh. WWE needs the authority off television. WWE needs excitement on Monday Night Raw again. That excitement can come with Shane McMahon. I think Shane McMahon wins by obvious outside interference. We just don't know who. It's tough to guess. It could be anybody, man. But all I know is this match is going to be a bloodbath. It's going to steal the show. It needs to main event. And Shane McMahon is going off the cage. Not Mick Foley type, but he's going to be hanging off the cage somewhere and he's going through a table. I know that for a fact. If Shane McMahon can deliver an elbow on Monday Night Raw, as devastating as he did to The Undertaker, he's certainly going to top himself at WrestleMania. Shane McMahon wins by how? I have no fucking idea. It's anybody's guess right now. And he beats The Undertaker and takes control of Monday Night Raw. That is my WrestleMania predictions and preview. I hope you guys enjoyed this fucking video, man. This is the biggest off the script of all time. If you enjoyed it, let me know what you think down below. Hit that thumbs up. Share this motherfucker everywhere. WrestleMania season is here. NXT tonight. Review after the show. I'm JD. Check the description for anything that you missed yesterday and throughout the week. And I'll see you guys tonight for NXT TakeOver Dallas on the WWE Network. I'm JD. Follow me on Twitter at JDfromNY206. Subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys tonight for TakeOver. Oh, Magic 8 Ball. Oh, Magic 8 Ball. Is SeanzView Entertainment a failure at YouTube? As I see it, yes.